It's at a place called We Rock the Spectrum, the kids' gym in Northridge. And Dina Kimmel is the CEO. She's the one who's going to talk to us about that. Okay, you can see how I get confused. Hello, Dina.
Hi there.
How are you? No, actually, I don't see how you got confused. We discussed this before the show. We discussed it during the commercial break. I had a mind fart, okay? It happens.
That is all good. You're allowed.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas. I'm not really focused anymore.
Exactly.
How did you, is this just a kind of a natural extension of what you're doing anyway at the gym?
Well, I'm sure you checked into We Rock the Spectrum Kids Gym. I started this because I, too, am a special needs parent, and I had the vision of creating a kids gym for all kids and full inclusion. When you're an autism parent like Yolanda, the mother you were talking of, speaking of, the only vision that we have is inclusion, is our children feeling like every other child, that they can do the same things, play with the same things that other typical children do. This is our vision. And Yolanda is a wonderful customer of ours at my franchisee location in Northridge, We Rock the Spectrum. And she came to us, actually, phenomenal, with this amazing idea of the sensitive Santa. Had I heard of it? Yes.
That's where I got confused, because I knew that I'd read that it was her idea.
Exactly. It was her idea, and a phenomenal one. And we tried to put on a sensitive Santa, so you know, but it was in the mall. Now, like my son now is high functioning. He was diagnosed moderate to severely autistic 5.5 years ago. But by being in We Rock the Spectrum Kids Gym, which is an occupational therapy gym but open to the public, typical, and for children on the spectrum, he's now become high functioning. So now with Yolanda's child coming into We Rock the Spectrum Northridge, she said, you know what a brilliant idea. What if we bring in the sensitive Santa to We Rock? And then the children with special needs can be on the OT equipment, get regulated, and then on their own go walk into the back room and visit Santa. What a phenomenal idea it was. I mean, as you saw, LA Times got this story. These children, Isaiah, one of them, just one by one went back in there. I mean, my son wouldn't go near a Santa in the mall. And you're right, it is. It's sad. It's embarrassing. It's us as special needs parents constantly trying to say they're sorry for our children and defending our child. Now here, this event was amazing because all children were accepted. There was children with special needs. There was typical children, because even typical children, some of them, they get overstimulated. And
I think they all go through a stage where the guy in the red suit and the beard is kind of scary.
It is kind of scary, to be honest. But here, this was amazing. I mean, you had special needs, parents crying. I mean, seeing their children sit on Santa's lap. My owner there, Dr. Agnesa Papazian, she was amazing. Being with her expertise in autism herself, was able to gently prompt the children to go back in there with Santa. And it was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Is there a combination of things happening here that because they're in the gym, which is described as sensory-based, that already calms them, so then it puts them in the right frame of mind, and then I imagine the Santa has to understand what he's dealing with, too, to make it even easier.
That's exactly right. And he was amazing, and he himself was prepared and knew he was going to get children that were possibly nonverbal, didn't ask the kids all these questions. The pressure was off.
Right.
It was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Like I said, it was unbelievable. I'm so proud of him.
Did you do it for just one day, or did you do it
just for one day? Now this program that Yolanda began, she works for Tri-County Insurance, and she asked, the company that she works for, she said, hey, you guys go and you give benefits and donate to all these other things. What about us doing this sensitive Santa? We Rock the Spectrum Kids Gym, where my son loves to go to. So now they're developing so we're doing for Valentine's Day, a sensitive Cupid. So now the little children can come and visit Cupid at one of our other locations, We Rock the Spectrum Tarzana. So we're going to continue with this, the sensitive Cupid, the sensitive Santa, just so our children, our special needs children and kids with sensitivity can be a part of what all children are a part of.
That's a great idea. Just before I let you go, what is different about the gym when you say sensory-based? What does that actually mean?
So what that means is we're a kids gym for all kids. We have a zip line, we have a trampoline, but all the swings and therapeutic equipment in our We Rocks are all sensory-based. My son didn't sleep for 4 years. The equipment that we use in there is from an occupational therapy company. It regulates the body, so it works on the vestibular part of the brain to calm down the children's bodies. For example, my son, the only way I can describe it, when he was 2.5, 3 years old, it felt like snakes were crawling all over his body. He He would then go on this equipment. He calmed down. He was able to have eye contact, have conversations. And now, if you see him in a which many of the children, you don't even know that they have autism because this kind of equipment regulates them. What's great is a typical child, they have no idea it's a $500 therapeutic swing. They just think it's fun.
Yeah.
So here we are teaching our typical children to have compassion for all kids. And they are there playing with the children with autism, and they don't even know.
What a great thing. Thank you, Dina, for talking to us about it.
Thank you, Bill, for having me. I appreciate it.
Dina Kimmel, CEO of We Rock the Spectrum Gym for Kids. And there's a link if you want to know more about that on our page, KFIAM640.com, on the Bill Carroll page.